Welcome to FreeMMOStation. My name is Skylent, and today we're going to play a tactical PvP game called Affected Zone Tactics.
FreeMMOStation.com.
Okay, jumping into the game, the first thing that I want to talk about is the population. Now, generally, this is a very niche kind of title, and I would not expect to have actually found matches, and especially not the plethora of matches that I found. So, pleasant surprise, I actually got into a bunch of matches, and it seems like there's people playing the game. Maybe that's temporary, I don't know, but it's something that I want to start talking about in these first impressions, because in multiplayer-only games, it's important to actually have the multiplayer aspect, to actually play with players. So yeah, there's players playing the game, though I will probably say that this generally is more toward a European audience. I wouldn't say Russian, generally, so maybe not so much of the American crowd, but yeah, there's still people playing the game. I will say, though, it is generally European. This game is a tactics game at heart, and I will directly compare it to a recent game that we actually did a first impression on called Atlas Reactor, which is no longer free to play, by the way, guys. So compared to Atlas Reactor, which has lots of different characters, this game has classes, and you can kind of like you fandangle and customize the classes a little bit, and you can actually hire different sort of mercenaries, but they don't have the charm. That doesn't really have the character. I mean, the whole game doesn't really have the same character, the color that Atlas Reactor has. I'll admit it. It's pretty down to earth. It's maybe I would say like modern military-ish, and also graphically, it's not like as colorful. It's not as robust. It's not as pretty, but for people who can get past that and kind of dive into this niche type of game, you're gonna actually find a lot of gameplay to it. So each character, even though I guess you could say the classes, they're not that unique between each other. There's a lot of like different sort of minute differences between some of these different characters or classes or customizations or mercenaries or whatever they're called in this game. And there's also different choices you could do even if you have the same character. So imagine everybody has the same exact character. So you have a grenade. Instead of just throw a grenade, you can throw a grenade. And this counts as 3 different sort of choices. And these use different stamina points. So you can throw a grenade at a long range distance. You can throw it at medium range or close range. And depending on what you pick, it's going to leave a certain amount of stamina points left. So you can either move a little bit further afterwards or not be able to move at all. Also, when you heal, it's not a flat heal. You have different kinds of healing. You can heal certain limbs, or you can just go for your flat health or armor. There's also different types of movement. There's also different types of cover. There's like for every system in this game, or that you would expect in Atlas Reactor or a similar game like Atlas Reactor, this game sort of has like an extra layer to that. So you don't just move, you move behind cover. There's not just cover, there is different kinds of cover. There's also different types of ways to move. Like you can sneak move, you can run move, and there's also like a weapon switching, a weapon swapping sort of mechanic. So you have a pistol or a rifle, maybe a sniper rifle, maybe a shotgun in your other hand. So you can actually switch weapons on the fly. I think it's only between 2. And then you also have a couple of different abilities. Maybe you want to burst fire, maybe you want to automatically fire. And it has all those different abilities for any one character. So even if everybody had the exact same character, same abilities, there would still probably be more tactical gameplay than Atlas Reactor, which I compared to a MOBA, which actually MOBAs generally have only like 4 abilities and then a bunch of items. But Atlas Reactor didn't even have items, and I don't know, it's a tactical game, so why do you take away some tactics? I'm just saying, pretty salty over that kind of game. Even though I have to admit, the polish, the character, the originality is definitely there with Atlas Reactor. This game, which is very standard for a tactical type of game, it just has, actual tactical gameplay. That's all I'm saying. So even though it doesn't do anything super extraordinarily new or exciting, I'm going into this, with a little bit of bias, a little bit of salt from Atlas Reactor, and saying that at least it's a video game, at least it's decent. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Normally I praise originality, but for a tactics game, and since this is a niche title and you're looking for a very specific kind of thing, this game has that thing. So I'm just saying, that's where I'm coming from. Hopefully you guys see that. Now I know the gameplay isn't too explosive, and honestly there's not too much to talk about here. It's all number crunchy. You have to really dive into the game to really talk about it and review it. But I will say, for a first impression, it is what it is. It set out to do something. It accomplished that. It doesn't go above and beyond. I'll admit it doesn't, but it's a free-to-play game that you can check out right now, and I'm not sure if there's any other tactics free-to-play game right now that's in, this particular niche that really competes with it. However, I will suggest that if you are looking into any kind of tactics game, period, I'm going to suggest you look forward toward Faria. That's my personal favorite. It's a CCG tactical game, though, and right now you can play Duelist for free. Duelist is a CCG tactical game, but it doesn't have the team, you don't play as a team. It's not like 5v5 like Atlas Reactor. I'm not even sure if there are are a lot of games in this genre, but I know there are a lot coming out. However, they're branching from different kinds of genres like competitive tower defense and stuff like that. So as far as it goes of something like XCOM or, you know, like Atlas Reactor, you know, the team versus team tactical gameplay, I think this might be the game. It might be. So, you know, there's that. That's my first impression. Pretty quick, but I think I covered everything, honestly. It's pretty simple, pretty standard. All the guns are self-explanatory. Pretty much all the gameplay is self-explanatory, but like I said, it set out to do something, and it at least did it. And I don't think there's anything that really competes with it right now. Hey, if I'm wrong, though, please let me know what games those are in the comments below, and maybe we'll do first impression on those, too. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Skylant with FreeMMOStation. Like and subscribe. I'm always here having fun, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.